Yo guys, we finally got the roster update and Teoscar Hernandez went up. Some of the other players that went up, Cedric Mullins, didn't see that one coming. I expected Bo Bichette to go up eventually, but I guess he already went up. Rafael Devers, he's been having a great season, and Freddie Peralta also went up. Fernando Tatis went up 1 overall, increasing his power. He's just been doing so great this year. Vladimir Guerrero up 4 overalls, getting more fielding. He'll probably win the MVP this year. I mean, he's on fire. Max Muncy goes up 5 overalls. It's just insane. We finally got this roster update after like how many weeks? Like 5 weeks or something? Because of all the All-Star break and stuff. It feels like it's been forever, and Teoscar Hernandez has been needing to go up. Garrett Cole, I guess he kind of stayed the same, gained a couple attributes. Jose Ramirez goes up. It looks like they're adding fielding to a bunch of players, because he got specifically fielding, so did Vladimir Guerrero, got some, Max Muncy. Matt Olson got better stats against lefty, which is really weird because he's left-handed batter and he's just raking against lefties. Trey Turner goes up 2 overalls, and, I mean, he's no longer on the Nationals, if you've seen. Dodgers are just absolutely loaded now. They got Trey Turner and Max Scherzer. I don't know how that happened, but Manny Machado up 3 overalls, plus 27 contact versus left, 7 versus right, 9 power versus right, and he got a little bit of clutch and this lost a little bit of discipline. Corbin Burns goes up 1 overall. As you would expect. All these Brewers pitchers, they're just so good. Nolan Arenado goes down. Cardinals have been kind of off a little bit this year, but I'm sure they'll find a way to get it together. Juan Soto, he's been going off since the All-Star break, and this is just, I mean, it totally makes sense. Well-deserved. Craig Kimbrell goes up 2 overalls. I wonder, he might get traded soon. The Cubs are just, sounds like they're shopping everyone, and he's the best player on the team, so I'd assume they trade him for like prospects or something. Liam Hendricks up 1 overall. Buster Posey gained 20 contact versus left, but he's going to stay the same just because he lost other stuff. Mookie Betts kind of going back up after he went down a little bit. Freddie Freeman up 1 overall. He's been doing really good since the All-Star break. The Braves have done a little bit better, and hopefully they can get to the playoffs again. Walker Buehler, he's been doing good all season. Got a +1. Jose Altuve +2. He loses contact, but gains stats on a whole lot of everything else. Gets more fielding, which probably made him go up. Carlos Rendon up 2. Kevin Gausman up 1. Matt Barnes up 2. Zach Wheeler up 1. Shohei up 1. Bryce Harper up 1. Cedric Mullins, I did not see this at all, but he goes up 5 overalls, and he's a diamond. So if you invest in him, that's a whole lot of stubs you're going to be getting. Lance Lynn stays the same overall, but he got a little added on to his stats. Starling Marte, who's now on the Athletics, he got a small upgrade, but didn't go up any overalls. Joey Gallo on the Yankees now, if you didn't know. He just stayed the same. Freddie Peralta goes up. I know a lot of people invested in him. And Teoscar Hernandez, everyone's been waiting on this one to happen, so finally. Bo Bichette goes up 2 overalls. I figured he would be going up, but I didn't know how soon. I knew he would be going up in the next couple updates, though. He's doing as good as you'd expect. 18 home runs, 67 RBIs, 16 steals, 298 batting average. Blue Jays will be good for quite a while, for the next few years at least. With Vlad, Bo Bichette, Teoscar Hernandez, they're loaded. Rafael Devers, he's been going off all season. His hitting stats versus left are not as good, but he does get the plus 12 upgrade, but his contact and power are only in the 60s, but it's alright. He still goes up to diamond, plus 4 overalls. You probably made a whole lot of subs off that too. Joe Musgrove, everyone was hoping he was going to go up in the past, but that probably won't be happening now. Although he's still at an 84 overall, so he still has the chance. Jake Cronenworth, almost diamond. He's been doing real great lately. Trent Grisham, almost diamond. So the Padres, they got a whole lot of... Got 3 people right here. Trevor Story back up 1 overall. See if he can make his way back up to diamond. He'll probably... They're assuming he's getting traded soon, but I'm not sure. He's kind of having a down year this year, but... He's been good all the other years, so you'd expect him to continue being good. And most people think he'll get traded somewhere. I'm not sure where, though. Giovanni Gallegos, everyone's been wanting him to go, but he really hasn't yet. Brandon Crawford up 3 overalls. I believe he was diamond earlier in the year, but he is... back down to 81, and now he's going back up to 84, so he's almost diamond again. He's probably on the diamond watch. Pete Alonso, who's been going off ever since he won that home run derby. There's been something in him, and he's just going off, so. Javier Baez up 1 overall. He might be getting traded, too. Who knows where he'll be going, but the Cubs are just getting rid of everyone. Harrison Bader goes up 4 overalls with plus 19 contact versus right, plus 10 power versus right, plus 12 vision, minus 5 contact versus left, but he goes up 4 overalls. All he needs is hitting stats, and he could be diamond. Kyle Tucker up 2 overalls. He's almost diamond, and he has pretty good fielding stats, so if he gets a little bit more against lefty, it looks like he could be going up. Cody Bellinger's a gold now. He's batting 155 on the season and 4 home runs. Now, he has been injured a little bit, but he's been having an awful season. 50 strikeouts and 155 at-bats. So, that sucks for him, but it's just horrible. Tim Anderson goes up 3 overalls. He gets the fielding addition. If he can hit for power a little bit more, he may be able to go up to diamond. Only 2 more overalls for him. Adolis Garcia. This is a guy I think he will be diamond soon. I just don't know when. I see him as the future's Nelson Cruz, but that's just me. He did get a increase on his fielding, so he is at 80 fielding, but his power is really good. If he can hit for contact a little better, get his batting average higher, I think he could go up to diamond in the future. Salvador Perez, probably the best catcher in the MLB, or one of the best. Really good against lefties, as he's, plus 18 contact versus right, or left, and 7 power versus left, but his right-handed hitting stats are horrible. Will Smith up 1. He's been having a pretty good season. Brian Reynolds, I'm sure he'll get traded or something. Pirates kind of they're in that same situation as other teams where they kind of have to get rid of their players. JT Realmuto down 3 overalls. He's been known to be one of the better catchers in the last few years, but I guess he's having a little bit off season. 10 home runs, 431 slugging, and 259 batting average. Minus 18 contact versus right. So I didn't really see that one coming, but he has been. I mean, he's batting 259, so it's very possible. George Springer, I've seen him. He's been doing really good, at least from what I've seen. He only has 119 at bats on the season and played like 15 games before the All-Star break. And since the All-Star break, he's been doing pretty good. So I'm investing in him. I think he'll be going up, but he goes down 1 in this update. But he does get plus 11 power versus right. And his hitting stats aren't really very good. I mean, 61, 51, 74, 99 is the only, good one. So I would definitely believe he'll be going up eventually. He is also on the Blue Jays. Blue Jays have been doing really good this year, and he's just been really good in the past. Colton Wong up 2 overalls. Robbie Ray, another Blue Jays player, they're doing extremely good this year. Raciel Iglesias up 1 overall. He's finally kind of doing good for the Angels. They've been hoping for that to happen all year, and he's finally getting around to it. James Karinchak, he used to be diamond, went back down to gold, and then some people thought he was going to go back up, but looks like he's going to stay the same here. Joey Votto, this guy, I think his hit streak is up to 6 now. 6 home run in 6 straight games. I think that ties some record, or the Reds record or something. And that's just insane. You think he's in his prime, but he's like almost 40, so. Aroldis Chapman down 1. He's just, 4.15 ERA. That's horrible. Kendall Graveman, he got traded. He used to be on the Mariners, if you didn't know. Plus 2 overalls, and he's on the Astros now. Eduardo Escobar gets his stats raised, his hitting stats raised a little bit, and he's traded to the Brewers, which their best hitter had 17 home runs, and he has 22. That's 5 more. So that's a big ad for the Brewers, and their offenses. Their team's complete opposite. Pitching's great and hitting's horrible. David Fletcher, plus 2 overalls. He, gets 2-3 hits every single game, so. Key Ryan Hayes, plus 8 on the fielding. Hasn't got a touch on the hitting stats, but he's a young player. I have high expectations for him. I could definitely see him going up in the future. I don't know about this game, but over time he'll probably be a pretty good player, maybe even a star in the league. Jared Walsh, this dude, ever since All-Star break, he was at his peak just before it, and he's been way off ever since then. He just can't do anything. I think he's injured now. It's just not looking good for him. Giancarlo Stanton, he's been way off this year. Good thing they added Joey Gallo, because if Giancarlo's not doing something, somebody's got to be doing something. Aaron Judge is there, but they obviously needed some help. Trevor Rogers, this guy is likely the Rookie of the Year, and he goes up 1 overall. Mitch Haniger, plus 3 overalls, from silver to gold. He's been having a great year. I'm sure he'll probably stay on the team. The Mariners have been doing actually pretty good this year. And yeah, he's been doing really well this year, though. Avisail Garcia, he's one of the better. I think he is probably the best hitter on the Brewers, which doesn't really say much, but he does have the most home runs for them. Anthony DeSclafani goes up 2 overall, silver to gold. Having a great year. Chris Bassett up 1. Justin Turner goes up 1. Really, everyone on the Dodgers has been doing pretty well, especially lately. And they just added more players. Cody Bellinger's been having a horrible year, but everyone else, Mookie Betts was doing bad at the beginning, but he's been doing much better lately. Chris Bryant, surprised he doesn't go down to silver here. He's probably getting traded as well. The Cubs are just cleaning out, like I said earlier. Jose Iglesias, up 1 overall. He gets plus 12 speed. I guess that's good enough for him to go up. His hitting stats are all right. Not much of a power hitter. Batting .280. A.J. Pollock, up 3 overalls. A lot of people have been expecting this. A.J. Pollock's been having a great year, batting .289, which is all right. It's better than most. And 12 home runs. His stats are all about 80. I don't see him going up to diamond anytime soon, but gold, that makes sense. Whit Merrifield, plus 7 on the base running aggressiveness. Doesn't really mean much. He could be a player that might get traded, but, I wouldn't have him. It makes sense. He stayed the same overall. Ryan Tepera, he's been having an excellent year. A great reliever. He got traded from the Cubs to the White Sox, plus 3 overalls. Jose Barrios, I believe they said they might trade him as well. He goes up 1 overall. Pretty good year, but the Twins have been absolutely horrible this year. Everyone had them easily winning the division, and I think they're last, which is just absolutely surprising. Max Stassi, up 3 overalls. Doing really good against righty. He's batting .308, 9 home runs. I guess he must have just got, activated or something, because he only has 146 at-bats on the whole season. So he must have only played probably 15, 20 games-ish, something like that. Kind of probably the same situation for, George Springer and others. Charlie Morton, he's been doing good. The Braves have stepped it up lately, but he stays the same overall. Jesse Winker gets a small upgrade, stays the same overall. Adam Duvall, up 3 overalls. Gets upgrade on fielding, reaction, a little bit on the hitting. His contact is really bad, but he's batting .229, so it makes sense. And I think he's been traded back to the Braves, where he was last year. The Braves are going to just try to make another push for the playoffs. Chris Taylor having a pretty good year. He got a Team Affinity 3 card. I'm pretty sure he was in the All-Star game. He goes up 3 overalls, back up to gold. Randy Arozarena, back up to gold. I'm pretty sure he just went back down not too many weeks ago. Tommy Edman, he's loses a few hitting stats, gains plus 7 power versus left. More clutch, not really much. Doing alright this year. Doesn't say his stats, but it's alright. Hunter Renfroe, he's doing pretty good this year. Small upgrades, plus 1 overall. He plays on the Red Sox, who have done really good this year. No one expected them to be leading the division, especially after being the 4th worst team last year. Edwin Diaz stays gold but goes down. Jacob Stallings goes up 2 overalls. He's been doing pretty good this year. Anthony Rizzo, I think he's getting traded as well. We've already kind of gone over that. Diego Castillo, up 2 overalls. Wilson Contreras down 1. Brandon Lau up 2. A lot of people have expected that one to happen. Ryan McMahon up 2. Paul Goldschmidt back up to gold. A lot of people have been saying that Paul Goldschmidt always has that late run in the second half of the year. He goes up. Jose Abreu stays the same. Michael Kopech goes up 3. Doing really good this year as a reliever. Only a 1.66 ERA. Colin McHugh, almost up to gold. Brandon Nimmo, almost up to gold. If you invest in these silvers, you might look at these ones that are in the 79, maybe as low as 77. They could go up. But that's the main point of all of them. Might look out for all these 79s, like Nico Horner. I'm pretty sure he's one of the better players on the Cubs. Brandon Nimmo goes up 4 overalls, so he's doing pretty good. Might look out for him. He gets a big fielding upgrade. But that's all the upgrades there. And I invested a whole lot into Teoscar Hernandez and Freddie Peralta. And I am now at 970,000. I had like 80 Teoscar Hernandez, and I invested Bo Bichette. I figured he was going to be getting upgraded later, but it happened now, and really cashed out on that. It was an update we really been waiting for. But if you guys did like the video, hit the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you're new, and comment down below if you'd like to see any of the other kinds of videos from me.